Hey, stoned wrestling fans. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, it's free. Hey, more money for that overpriced dispensary weed. Also, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor's also going to distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that jazz. You can make money from your podcast as well with no minimum listenership. Yo, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. But maybe smoke first, because that's always good.
Yo, baby. Yo,
You
if
ain't
you
doing
watched
nothing, you
this...
just fronting if you ain't doing it big.
Hey,
big.
if you watched tonight's Raw, you know that we have ourselves a
Yo.
new world champion. Holy shit.
No.
A world WWE champion.
What?
Black to black.
Black to black champions, bro. Smacking that ass, smacking that ass.
Smack. Pop, pop,
Smacking
pop,
that
pop,
ass already. We
Smacking
just
that ass,
started.
smacking that ass.
We just, hey, man, that's how we get it, man.
Wow.
We redden them cheeks up, pinking them up.
We do a lot of things. But namely, we smoke weed and we talk wrestling because it's the 420 Wrestling Hour. And it is...
Yeah, baby.
What is it? Monday, September something? Dude, I think it's like a month and we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of the 420 Wrestling Hour.
Crazy.
Whoa, we
Crazy.
old.
Because we started at Hell in a
This year we
Cell
made it.
about a year ago. And
They're
we
going
made
crazy.
it a
Do you
whole
hear them?
year. If
Do
it's
you
your
hear them
first
already?
time, do I hear them?
Do you hear them going crazy?
I hear about I hear about a dozen people or less going crazy.
Yes,
That
dozens
is
and
dozen or
dozens.
less.
A dozen or less going insane at the prospect of this show lasting a whole year, 365 days. But we did it. If it's your first time listening to the 420 Wrestling Hour, what we like to do is introduce ourselves, tell you a little bit about how we're getting high, and then what we're high on in the week of pro wrestling. And hey, this week I've over easy Kyle Kush here. I'm the opposite of a bud tender. This week I'm smoking. I think it's called $30 eighth from the black market Kush. And that's
$30
and it's testing at about $30 an eighth, and
$30.
That's a damn good deal.
and especially after talking last week and everything about just getting burned, and how I loved JB Bad's line about how you have to basically sell crack to buy weed at dispensaries in Illinois. And
real.
it really hit home to me. And all of your financial tips on this show, which stick around, pothead wrestling
with
fans. JB comes real with the financial tips on this show as well. And so I decided I had to get a plug, and I found one. I plugged him in, and the eights were $30 this week. So I'm already feeling really good about it. Hey, I don't know shit about it. He couldn't even tell me if it was indica or sativa or in the middle. But hey, it gets me high, and I'm feeling like it's a hybrid. I'm going to call it a hybrid. And like I said, it's testing at $30 an eighth and one high me. So that's
There you go.
Lowbrow hybrid.
That's
That's
what
good
I'm
testing,
doing.
honestly.
I'm
I like
also-
the testing.
I'm also drinking some delightful green tea with turmeric in it. Turmeric, is that what you say? And it's relevant because it has THC
Turmeric.
honey in this bitch.
Oh, shit.
It's 1 to 1 to
Nice.
1. It's got THC, CBD, and CBN for that chill end of the night on the 420 Wrestling Hour.
Yo, I fucks with CBN.
CBN, dude. I got a pen from Good News a couple weeks ago. I recommend it. It's called Counting Sheep, I think. And it's real good for end of the night.
Also, what's the one that is supposed to, like, make you happier? You know what I'm saying?
What strain or what
It's like,
indica?
I think it's
sativa?
like CB. I don't know if it's like CBG or something else. But
Maybe.
I fucked with
There's
that. Also
so
lives in
many new-
Colorado, and I'm loving it.
There's lots of research coming out on all these new compounds and everything, and I barely scratched the surface when I was working in the industry, and now I'm not. And I'm buying $30 eighths, which I know nothing about. He said it's from California, so that's all I know.
I know nothing about CBD, and I need someone to explain to me what the point is and why at all I wouldn't smoke weed and smoke CBD. Like I need that explained to me.
You'd want to do both.
It's pretty much you wouldn't want to have the psychoactive, the fun part. Which, in my opinion,
when wouldn't I want that?
For you, it wouldn't make much sense.
Right.
No, it literally makes no sense.
Like if you had to like concentrate on something, like
when do I ever concentrate? I don't.
You could rub
that's why I said if
lotion on your knees or some shit if it hurt, but like it wouldn't get you high. You'd have to smoke a joint along with it, and it'd be great.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I feel you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I had CBD for the first time, I guess, like a couple years ago when I was in Miami, and I was a pretty big stoner already at this point, so I had it, and I was like, what is this? Like, it feels like nothing. It like my body tingled a little bit, I guess, but like not really, and it just I was waiting on the psychoactive that never was going to come.
All these compounds work best when they're interacting with the other ones, in my opinion.
I believe that.
Meanwhile, I hear voices in my head, and I don't know who the fuck else is talking. I've introduced myself. Who is talking, and what are we smoking?
Yo boy, this is JB Bad coming at you from undercover. I done snuck across some state lines. I'm hiding out in a hotel that I can't really tell y'all about. So y'all don't even notice where the fuck I was. You ain't noticing none of my shit looks the same.
I was okay. So
a different room, the guest room, or something.
I was thinking about it, but exactly, I was like, I don't know your house. I ain't never been there.
Me and KB always. You've seen where the magic happens. That's why, and I'm never kicked out of there. All right,
I was like, maybe God's you got a different side of the house I've never seen before. But
this is a top secret booking going on here. JB Bad.
Top secret shit, man. But I have had to sneak my shit across state lines. So, the doctor of nugonomics, the king of song styles out here doing work. But he also had to leave all of his cartridge boxes at home. See, my trick to getting my shit on the plane, and there's probably no trick to it. I could probably just fucking do it. But this is what makes me able to sleep on the train. I always take like little joints on my cartridges and I put them in like my socks or in the little things in my pockets, or like in one of my shoes. So I got about like 7 carts here that I done flown with me and my check bags, which I probably didn't have to do.
Holy fuck!
But but I'm gonna be high for the duration of the time I'm here, so I'm good with that. But I don't know what anything is that I'm smoking. So this is just a cartridge with a yellow stripe on it, and it is testing at 1 high JB.
Dear God.
Yeah. It's still
off from the beginning because
by God.
I can't wait. I didn't
deserve to do the beginning.
I can't wait. I hope the mystery will be revealed soon about where the hell this man is and how long he'll be there, and if these cartridges will last. The world wants to know. Dozens, at least 9 people want to know.
I'll tell you what, listeners, he didn't forget his fucking Ric Flair robe.
Didn't forget that. I take that shit with me. I'm still resplendent.
You wear that on the plane, don't you? I mean, come on.
No, I didn't do that. Monique has warned us about things. No bonnets and no Ric Flair robes on the plane.
I don't really take advice from Monique. But.
And I don't either, but I gotta, look, sun shines on a dog's ass, and occasionally she's gonna be right about something. I ain't going out there like that.
I wish I had Monique's self-esteem. There is no one that believes in Monique as much as Monique.
She is the original queen of comedy, except for all the people funnier than her. That our lady comedian
that did the show with her. Literally all the other women did the show with her.
They were all funnier than her.
Oh my god, we just pissed off some fucking person on this.
Monique,
and there's always one an episode. We gotta fucking do it. So
yeah, Monique fans. Like Monique she made the Parkers and she took my afternoons from me. That show was almost never funny. So
almost never funny. It was like trying to be Moesha, but just had no chance.
Failed.
Yikes.
All right, who else we got, baby?
Yo, what up? With the early 2000, late 90s black review, it's Arium, aka the Canadian, aka the Stone Cold Stoner, aka I'm fucking high as shit.
Dude.
So fucking high. I watched Raw, and we get pretty fucking high to watch Raw. Always.
That's 3 hours.
You never know what it's gonna be. It's 3 hours, and you gotta get through it somehow. But this week was different. I didn't really need this much, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, what up? I'm smoking on some face mints.
Ooh,
it's like the last
indica of the
my-
show.
Yeah, baby. It's like the last of my Sunnyside shit because I'm also on to a dealer. Shout out to my dealer if you ever listen to this. You're dope as fuck.
Hey.
Yeah, and it's affordable. I can't afford Sunnyside. I think it's for rich people, and I'm not rich,
No.
but I am
Can't
high
do
as
it.
fuck and ready to give you some fucking news if you're ready.
The
Give it to us,
canaries
baby.
are tweeting.
We miss them. It's been a while since we've heard the song of the sweet birds. Sing to us.
This man is out there getting scoops.
Scoops. I wish they were bigger, but here we got WWE signs Olympic gold medalist and reigning NCAA wrestling champion Gable Stevens to an exclusive agreement. And
Hey.
I don't know if you guys are into amateur wrestling, but I mean I fucking wrestled in high school, so I'm pretty into it. But the way he won the gold, have y'all seen that shit?
Yes, it was so fucking cold.
I only
It
heard
was
about it
so
from you
good.
guys.
If they don't show that on WWE programming, they're dumb as fuck. Honestly.
I have a feeling they probably will.
And
They have
probably they may not because it was people may not understand what they saw. Like, could you tell
Fair.
people the stoners what happened
Yeah, so
as a wrestling fan?
I guess I'll try it high as fuck, but he was down 9-5 with 19 seconds left, 20 seconds left. And he manages to get a takedown with like 11 seconds. Lets the dude up. Ref lets him up really, really quickly for no fucking reason. I'm not really sure why. That's a little controversial. Lets him up, so it's 9-7.
Hey, just leaving the door open for some magic to happen. It's the Olympics.
Exactly, which I respect because we fucking
Mhm.
got it. And then it's 9-7. They square up. He just keeps circling him, keeps fucking circling, keeps circling, gets behind him at the last fucking second. 1 second,
He
9.
He
Oh,
lasts.
sorry, he was up 8-5. So it was then 8-7, and then he won 9-7. He got another fucking takedown at the last fucking second.
Yo.
It was insane. The dude kind of just gave it to him. I was like, bro, you
Yeah.
just kind of bitched out a little bit.
He had nothing
No
left to
shade,
give, man. Who wants it more? And my
Who wants
man
it more?
Gabe wanted it more.
He
That was a
fucking did.
real moment. Like, I'm digging until this guy stops me. And he thought, like, maybe if he'll go away. Gabe
Yeah.
did not go away.
He did not go away. He got the 2 points, and now you're going home with the silver, buddy.
Wasn't that guy like a national champion or maybe even an Olympic champion?
I believe so.
Yeah, like that guy was legit. Like,
Crazy.
so I mean, he was legit enough to be in the Olympic gold medal game anyway. But he'd been there before.
Right.
So
He's
great
not,
shit.
however, signing with WWE. So
He's not. That's for Gabe. Well, maybe they'll sign him for a rematch in Abu Dhabi or something. They did my man
Yikes.
Cain Velasquez.
Yikes.
Remember when that happened? But apparently, him and Brock are friends from Minnesota wrestling.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, Gabe was terrified of Brock the first time he saw him.
That makes sense.
I'd imagine I would be.
Isn't everybody?
I would imagine I would be.
And spoilers for a match that's going to happen in about like 5 years, but they're thinking of some passing of the torch match between the two. So that's
I'm down.
going to be,
It makes sense, right?
yeah.
Brock's a good guy now, kind of.
And he would do that for Gabe because, respect's there.
And then on the Gable Stevens news, Prince Petty, Seth Rollins, tweeted out, "Best wrestler in the world coming to the best wrestling company in the world. Love to see it. Gable Stevenson is WWE." An obvious jab.
He got the jab.
Two legends.
Petty, petty.
Two legends
petty.
going at each other. It's kind of I don't think that he's right, obviously, because CM Punk's he's the fucking man, and I'm still riding the high from All Out. But
Yeah,
it is so funny because it's like we're getting this like late 90s wrestling feud, but it's like if they had Twitter back then. Like,
Right.
we're getting to see some different shit that we haven't before, and I'm really digging it. I really do. You can see that there are company guys in each now, and I think Seth's one of those guys that I don't think would ever leave, and I feel like this is one of his ways of showing his allegiance. What do you think, Orizi?
I mean, never say never.
I'm saying never.
You think never? You think Seth Rollins is OG WWE?
That's
For-
what that's what it kind of
for
sounds
life.
like.
I mean, I could see it for sure. I could see it.
That's what it
He's
kinda
one of those cats that they're going to treat well for the rest of his career as well. So there's no reason.
No, yeah.
Tyler Black is all elite. I could see that shit too.
Never.
I mean, I would be down for it. Don't get me wrong. And then in other news, not so great news, we got Triple H with some health issues. WWE tweeted out an official statement that said Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, underwent a successful procedure last week at Yale New Haven Hospital following a cardiac event. The episode was caused by a genetic heart issue, and Paul is expected to make a full recovery. Now, this was like 5 days ago. This was September 8th. But it's the last that we've heard about it. And I don't really know much about it, but
no news is good news. Let's hope.
Yeah. I'm sure hoping, man.
I do like to think.
Really like this dude.
I have to ask: have you ever heard of anything called a cardiac event before? Have you heard that term?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I had not heard that. I had never heard that term before, and I was kind of hoping against hope that they were trying to put out the press release, and they were like, "Yeah, it was a cardiac whatever," and he was like, "Good, an event."
You know, yeah. I mean, it's not good. It's never good. You'd want no events with your heart, but things like an irregular heartbeat could be described as a cardiac event. Like,
okay.
NBA players at the end of their career sometimes have it. Like people who have been really athletic in their lives and possibly done some stuff to their bodies they shouldn't have.
Yeah,
that
was my
first thought. They can have some events with their heart.
I got it.
That aren't necessarily attacks, but it's still not great. And so we wish him a recovery.
We wish him the absolute fucking best.
On that, I was going to add to the news, but I didn't really type it up. But NXT 2.0 is kicking off tomorrow on Tuesday, so it's going to be a different thing. And I know you guys saw the news today. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there because I do kind of want to hear you guys take
throw it out.
Samoa Joe pretty much put out a video from WWE NXT and said that he was having to relinquish the title because of an injury that he was dealing with, and looks like William Regal has now announced that the title will be decided tomorrow. So
yikes!
They're just kicking some shit off new, I guess. I did see some theories about it being maybe a work.
It's sus.
It is sus, but I don't know if I believe that it's a work.
The timing. I'm
not willing to say that. Yeah, I'm not willing to say. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot there. Timing is suspect. The way he did it is suspect. But it's not enough.
It's wrestling,
for me to say.
So it could always be a work.
Yeah, absolutely. But they also, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but at the end, they made the choice for him to say that he would be coming back for that bitch. So that kind of also led me to believe that maybe it's a genuine injury. Or at least worked me in that way. But, and then we got some funny news, honestly, to me. Tony Khan tweeted out, I see a lot of tweets talking about Lio Rush today. Coincidentally, I've been talking at the Lionel Green a lot recently about returning to AEW, and it feels like something that could happen in the near future.
Oh,
to which the Lionel Green tweeted back, I love you, Tony. We all do. What can I say? You guys already fucking know how I feel about it.
We saw the shit coming from 10 days away.
This soon, though. Bro, what? How you retired twice in a year?
In a whole year.
I mean,
under the age of 30. What?
He's on that Michael Jordan track.
No comment. I got no comment on it.
I like the guy a lot, and I want to be his fan, but he's making it really hard to like him. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. We said that was going to happen. It's pretty much happening.
I don't understand what he thinks this does for his buzz after so many times around. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what would be great for your buzz? Wrestling some matches that we enjoy.
Winning some titles on TV. See. Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know? I just go do that. Do that for a good while, you know? I don't want to see this game anymore, but I don't want to call it a game because maybe he was really injured, but it's just kind of weird. Please stop.
Yeah, just say you're taking some time off.
Yeah, just take some time off. Be injured. You don't have to retire every time.
Yes. I mean, Over Easy was sitting next to me at the bar for Double or Nothing, and I popped hard. It was probably my biggest pop of the night, honestly, to see Lio Rush in that fucking Casino Battle Royale. I fucking love this dude. I'm a huge fucking fan, but Jesus, bro. Just, it's not always about you.
Yep.
Just yeah.
that's enough news for this week, I think.
Yeah.
We got a new format. What up?
Yeah, baby. Well, first, before we even do the new format, we're going to break the new format in half with a sickening thud. So fuck the new format. I'm going to have to put... Yep, we're going to have to put the eggs in the freezer because we got to talk about some shit that's close to the heart. But like I said, we got real high and two of us have watched Raw live.
Right.
And we're going to talk about some shit that's outlandish. Over Easy will have seen and heard this. By the time he puts this together, he'll have seen it.
But it'll be fine. They've made me so excited about whatever happened on Raw that I don't want it spoiled for me. And as soon as we finish this, I'm going to go find a stream of it and watch it. So... I'm going to take my headphones off and just give me the finger when it's time to put them, when it's safe to put them back on.
All right. Do your thing, baby.
All right.
Get on out of here. Yo, baby. Yo, if you watch this.
If you ain't doing it big.
Hey, if you watch tonight's Raw, you know that we have ourselves a new world champion. Holy shit. A world WWE champion. What? Black to black
champions, bro. I just told JB when we were on the fucking pre-show, I was like, I'm gonna fucking change my shirt if I could to this fucking Big E shirt, but I fucking can't because it's in the fucking dirty laundry. Holy shit. I've never been more excited about something that just like, oh my gosh. Okay, so as JB highlighted, this is close to me because like if my brother, who is also an amateur wrestler, if he was a wrestler in professional wrestling, which he kind of wanted to do, he would be Big E. Like this dude reminds me of my brother. So when he won tonight, I was like, holy shit, my brother just won the fucking WWE championship. The whole shit with him and New Day, the fucking reunion we got this night was cool as shit. Just like the pan over to Kofi and then seeing him excited and then seeing Xavier excited and just like it was all written on the fucking wall. The shit with Roman Reigns and him with the fucking briefcase every Friday and him with the briefcase today when Randy Orton and Lashley are just facing off and Lashley holds up the WWE championship, but like, Big E just fucking holds up the briefcase, bro. It's like it was fucking magic. I know that this was like reactionary to what AEW is doing. Very reactionary to what AEW is doing. But I don't give a fuck. As a person as a fan of both companies, I'm in heaven right now. Like this is fucking great. Lashley doesn't look bad. He beat Randy Orton and then still gave Lashley a little bit of a match after that. Before Big E fucking won it. So it makes both of them fucking look great, honestly. And I couldn't be happier.
Wow. Yeah, man. Like we're all set up for Survivor Series. We had a long time with double heel champion, so it's just good to see that again, man. Yes. It refreshes everything. The new stories, the new matches we're gonna get. New Day is now officially the absolute greatest faction that has ever existed.
That's true.
Like
that's true. Double
champions within New Day without ever breaking them up. Oh my gosh, man! Like it's wonderful.
Wow, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, man. It's still together. Like, hey, man, I'm so happy for you. Like, all that shit's real, man. That's why, that's why you got to spread out these stories. We just had a black champion go to a black champion. So, like, all different kinds of little black boys are feeling this shit, man. Yeah, man. Like, Kofi is avenged for me. Like,
yes.
Like, Biggie did it for Kofi. You gonna get plated up?
I gotta get it, man. I gotta get plated up. I was literally just talking to my girlfriend. We were at my storage unit today, and I was like, I might have to get my old WWE Championship plates back because Lashley's about to be fucking losing this shit soon. And I might have to switch these bitches out. But now I got to get these Big E plates, man. Like, oh man, I'm such a fan. Jesus, I can't believe he did it. I really can't believe he did it.
So happy, brother. All right, let's get the eggs back in. All right,
let's get the eggs back in.
Let's say, all right, fingers up, fingers up to the man. All right, this is his moment.
This is so Ted Lasso.
This is it.
You'll know it when you see it.
All right, are we back?
We're back, baby.
Wow, that was so entertaining watching you guys and not being able to hear you.
I tried to put some body choreography into it.
It was pretty great.
Yeah, it was man.
I took like 3 more hits of my $30 weed, so I'm ready to go.
All right. Now, after that little extra segment, we're going to jump in to the new format, which is the weed and wrestling.
Yes,
and
new
format.
Thank you.
For my new format, baby. It's all new. So yeah, man. Who's got Raw today?
Yo, I got Raw this week.
You got Raw this week? All right, man.
Let me tell you.
How'd it go down?
Did you tell them about the new format, or we're just going to dive right in?
Oh yeah,
it's self-explanatory.
Tell them about the new
self-explanatory.
Format. Yeah, self-explanatory. But like, we just gonna just move through this week, and you know what? Fuck it. Cut that part out. We just gonna dive right into this bitch. New
dive
format,
in.
Get it in your mouth.
Yeah. So on Raw this week, we had a tag team turmoil match that started off with like an old school promo feel. It was lots of fun action. The breaking up of the tag team turmoil match, I was not quite sure about, but you know, I love the New Day, so I was happy like almost the whole night.
New Day does like gauntlet matches and like turmoil matches better than anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I saw you getting it into somebody who's mad about New Day, and you're like, I will watch New Day for the rest of my life, and you can suck my dick.
They were the real winners of the match. They were the highlight of the damn match.
Yes, absolutely. All the way through. And then awesome. McIntyre Sheamus squared off for the first time ever.
First, you shut up. This is a new format.
Laughing at his own joke.
This is the first time they've got together since Sheamus has a mask. So this is...
It's true. It's new Sheamus.
Brand new Sheamus.
It was super creative. They did their best, and it was a great match.
It was really great.
It honestly was.
They're always good. They're always good.
But
and, I don't want to hate on that.
Yeah, I know, but it is a joke because it's like that's why we don't fucking want to watch this show. It's like, I've already seen this. I already seen this, and you almost always know who's gonna win.
Yeah, predictable rematch.
If Sheamus wins one time, McIntyre's definitely winning the next time.
Yeah.
Anyways. Then Nikki and Rhea are still following in RK Bro's footsteps, storyline wise, and Tamina and Natalya look poised to lose the belt soon, which I don't know how you feel, because you're not really a Nikki ASH fan over easy. So
wait, who says this?
You might have some thoughts on that.
I like the woman Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. Yeah.
I hate how they're just they're forcing down my throat the Nikki ASH. It's Nikki ASH. Nikki ASH. Can I get a word? It's Charlotte, Rhea, and Nikki ASH here. I'm like, just call the bitch Nikki one time. Like, one time. Call her Nikki Almost Superhero. Something else. Like Nikki ASH. Like week after week. I'm really over it. Anyway. She's not a bitch. I shouldn't see that. I shouldn't say the B word.
Hey, that's fucking valid, though. I think
she's an amazing talent, and she deserves better than Nikki ASH, the name shoved down our throat. But maybe that's her idea, and if so, I'm sorry.
Fair.
Then, she's got merch now.
True.
Oh, does she really?
Yes, it's not much, but it is merch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cop one of those before they go away next week.
That.
Karrion Kross, without Scarlett Bordeaux, put to sleep the host of Moist TV, and I'm still kind of confused on what we're doing here with no Scarlett, but I'm trying to buy in. I'm trying.
Hey, the execution mask and the straps, they look stupid. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But listen, him on the Moist TV and this shit, this is how they should have debuted him. You know, like it was everything it should have been.
Yeah. Writing wise, I agree, but I think Scarlett needs to be there.
They just need to stop making him look dumb. Like, stop doing the thing that lets us mock him and let him be awesome.
The straps just look janky. They're like falling off him the whole time. He's not comfortable. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, I heard on some
is it Eric Rowan
show? Yeah, Rowan was talking about that shit. Yeah, that was the original design for the
Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers Basham. Bludgeon Brothers
with Luke.
Yeah, it was a bad idea then, and it's a bad idea now. So no, just no, just no.
Yeah,
Jesus. Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, that would not have looked good on them either.
Your name's gonna be Puke. You're gonna puke on command.
Stop it right now.
Then Charlotte and
It's a good
Nia had
idea.
a round 2 to last week's impromptu MMA match, but it was much more work this time, and thus not as fun, in my opinion, honestly.
Well, my wife kind of touched on this on the show. Like, I think it's exactly what it needed to be. You can't have a long match with Nia. It
The second
literally,
one, or the
the
both
second,
of them,
or
just in general?
you shouldn't have any long matches with Nia. Just as a general rule. They're all going to be bad. Shit's going to happen. And
feel
you've just
that.
seen she can forget the layout of the match. I think the point of that match was people like my wife. Like, she was so excited to see that match
Yeah.
at all. She tuned in next week.
That's something.
Mission fucking
True.
accomplished.
Something.
Yeah, the fact that they had them for this match was cool, but it also felt like Nia's just not that good of an actor. So her trying to act like she's mad again
Yeah.
is like just
Yeah.
fully went into KB's point from last week. Like she's best when it's like she don't really know what's going on. Like the reason the first match was exciting because Nia wasn't acting; she was just fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But she does not know how to act like she's pissed.
No, that is very true. But it was, I'm sure, torture to go back in there and wrestle against Charlotte the next day. Oh, you remember that girl who slapped you in the fucking face and embarrassed you on national TV?
Yeah.
It went so well. We want you to go do that shit
Please.
fucking again.
Please, maybe
Queen shit.
Yeah. We had a 24/7 title match. Championship match. Sorry, Vince. Between Akira and Reggie. It wasn't
Belt
great.
match.
Belt match.
Just piss them all the way off.
Belt title match between two wrestlers that were wrestling. It wasn't great. Anyways.
No, dumb.
And then they finished up the tag team turmoil match, which I loved seeing Lashley, and the idea of him like with the tag team championship and the WWE championship is just a fun idea. So I was invested enough to keep watching it. It wasn't a horrible Raw.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Vince wasn't there, so there was more wrestling on it than usual. So.
Yeah.
When you start off with like an hour match, and I mean, anytime it's like tournament based or tag team turmoil or whatever, it's a pretty good formula for keeping me hooked. And they're focusing, I mean, you made the New Day as kind of the stars of the whole gauntlet, but now you're focusing on the hottest shit on the show, which is RK Bro and the Hurt Business. And that's that, and you're seeing it crossing over into two different title pictures. I think that's good shit.
Yep.
That's good shit.
With
God
some great options to
damn
go. They have so many ways they can go, which is good writing. And it's just more of this, please.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, that's the Raw report.
All right.
The Raw report, and I'm gonna get into a little.
Tell me what's NXT.
I'll get into a little Kyle Kush. I'm gonna take a little Kyle Kush hit here. $30.
Yeah. Hey man, this is an important one, man, because this is the swan song for man.
Exactly.
My man's
We want to say goodbye
brand.
to an era. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Oh man.
who else to do it?
The
but
black
Eggman
and
Cuckoo
yellow,
Cuckoo.
black and yellow is
Hey.
done.
It's just-
Friend of the show. Actually.
Yeah, so it's a new. But you know, we're not mourning the end of an era. No,
Not yet.
No pun intended. Undisputed era. No, not a thing anymore. We're partying on the last episode of the Black and Gold era. We got bachelor parties and bachelorette parties, and I don't think I'm going in order here. I'm going in just like order of what I thought of.
All right.
But yeah, this was some good one-liners, some cringe moments. The line about cracking the nut that is Johnny Gargano was very funny to me.
yeah, I enjoyed that.
This is like NXT's bread and butter here. This like the sketch comedy, which is it's like 60% good in my opinion, which is pretty damn good for a wrestling show. But
This one got me this week. I was
Yeah,
particularly
I got
high
worked
enough.
hard on this
I was
ending.
I was loving it.
you were loving
the
it.
fucking the hands.
Every second of it.
Well,
From the zombie ref.
the zombie
I'm
ref-
this came to life out of fucking nowhere.
when I saw the
Nowhere.
zombie rep is when I was like, okay, I'm not high enough for this. And I
Oh
smoked
my
a little bit
God.
more. Maybe then I got a little too dazed out. But yeah, I mean, I loved
I
the
was
high
dying.
five. I loved like the cracking of the nut, like the breaking through. When they finally are kind of like becoming friends, like it's a buddy comedy I would watch.
I even like Dexter choking motherfuckers out in laser tag.
Yes. Well, I was like,
That was
I was like, where is the attendant? Is no one going to stop this man?
You guys always remind me of more shit.
Where is the attendant? Who is watching the cameras?
Help!
Well, what would you do if you're getting paid $9.25 to work at fucking Laser Quest and you see that shit
Fair
on the
point.
camera?
Hey,
You're like,
and he's
not
walking
that.
in and choking people. I'm headed out.
Let him go.
I'm headed out the door.
it ain't worth my
I'm
job.
wearing clock out, man.
I don't get
Clock it
benefits
out.
here. No, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, nah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
But,
also was just thinking, man, like these motherfuckers got paid to do this shit, bro. Like a lot of money to go do this shit.
yeah.
That was fun.
They got
Had
to
to
go
be so
fucking
much
go
fun.
karting and fucking laser tagging and what else they fucking do, man. That just looked like some fun shit. I just had a good time watching it.
Bachelorette
Yeah.
party with a little more cringy with like the TikTok. Like it's TikTok. Like her, she didn't know what TikTok was because she's a millennial.
Right.
Candace.
Yeah,
And
that was pretty cringy. I forgot about
that stuff not as good. But
That
you
one
know,
felt like maybe this isn't for me.
right? Maybe
Like I couldn't tell if it was cringy or maybe this is like you know how you talked about some things KB
Yeah.
just really enjoys when she watches
Yeah.
the show. Like I was like, did she watch any of this? I wonder what she thought.
She missed this one.
Ah, okay. But I was like, maybe this just isn't for me. But maybe it was cringy too. I don't know.
Could have been me. Could be both.
It could be both.
But you know, it progresses the story in the right way. In that Indy has wanted Johnny to accept the love of her life that is Dexter Lumis, and that looked like it was never going to happen. And now as the story progresses, there may be some hope here for a friendship. We'll have to see. Also on NXT, we had a pretty damn good tag team match between Magic Sauce Kids and the old 1-2 punch, Danny Burch and
1,
Oni
2.
Lorcan.
1, 2.
This was a good enough match. But here's the thing about MSK. Who are you? What is your purpose? It's all, every time they wrestle, they win big time matches. And then it's like, put some respect on our name. That's like their whole gimmick. Like, and they're like, well, you better put some respect on. Who doesn't respect MSK at this point?
You, brother. You call them massive sauce kids,
you.
brother. That's literally your problem.
Wait, is this it?
Literally,
Yes.
you keep saying you don't know them.
Am I the
and you're
one?
like, what is your name? And
No,
they
but I
keep telling you
respect
respect their
them.
name. I love that's how we both of us knew immediately.
Wait, so maybe I'm open-minded here to being brought
Like,
around.
If you are not the target mark of this entire act,
I am. That time where they cut off when they were about to say what their name stood for. Oh my god.
They are only winning matches right now because of Over Easy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Am I the one?
I
There's
think
got-
you're
it's
the
gotta
one,
be
brother.
me.
This program won't end until you come around.
It's not that I don't like them. I just like.
Okay, well, it's time to put some respect on the name. Mr.
I want them to
Magic
get
Sauce
involved
Kid.
in a story, and I want to know who they are. I want to know
They're good guys.
at
They're good
wrestling.
guys.
they're,
They're good
they're-
guys.
They're friendly. They save a lot of people. They
I
And
guess
they're really
you're
good at
right.
wrestling.
That's
We
it's
know
not
their
like
dads.
the rockers back in the day were like in like heavy duty operatic soap opera storylines.
No, that is not true. They're not wrestling FTR.
Non kayfabe, they were having some great stories, but otherwise they were just running in there, wrestling the Steiner Bros, and that's it.
Yeah, that's for sure true.
So what do I really want here? Maybe I need to
I know what
take
you
a
want.
deep breath.
You want what I wanted out of the Street Profits like a year or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you want them in a deep, dark feud that shows something about them that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because like all the fun flips are nice, but I remember feeling that way about the Street Profits.
I just feel like the honeymoon's kind of
Arian
over.
was early to
you
the
know what I
party.
mean? Am I?
Yeah,
I mean,
alright.
I feel bad because I. It's not that I don't like them, but yeah, I guess I'm the target for.
You had the time.
don't get me wrong. The honeymoon is definitely over for me. Like
Yeah.
I have been noted on this podcast of saying many times that I'm ready for GYV to take these fucking belts. But I still dig MSK, and I like that they're good guys because we don't really have a lot of that in WWE programming right now. Somebody that just comes out and saves people for no fucking reason. So I like these dudes.
I do. I like him too. I take it all back.
Now the program's over. They're gonna lose their belts tomorrow.
Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna lose them to Orny and Lorcan because they got their asses kicked by old skinny jogger Man Bun Dunn.
And he gonna make you put some respect on his name too.
Ridge Holland.
He's talking.
Ridge Holland. Here's another guy who I just can't get behind.
Bro, you talking spicy, man. You talking real spicy about everybody.
Yeah. I just don't like this pairing of Ridge Holland and Pete Dunne. Like, first of all, I can't get into Ridge Holland.
Really?
This guy, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like his music does not match him. It's like
it does not. It does not.
It sounds like a car commercial or something. It's like not that like manly Peaky Blinders or whatever the fuck he's going for with like the nightstick and the newsboy hat. It could be cool, but then like he's with Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne's kind of coming off as like his manager who's like talking for him.
Gosh.
What?
He kind of is. He's not wrong about that.
Oh my gosh, bro!
What's wrong?
You've been saying that the whole time. So is
I just don't think it's helping. I just don't think it's helping.
Strong coming off as Hideki Suzuki's manager?
No, because Suzuki's just like the trainer of the thing.
But it's like Ridge Holland is nothing but one of Pete Dunne's dudes at this point.
I get it. I'm not saying he's actually is his manager. I know he's not, and I know what they're trying to do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Pete Dunne. I don't think it's helping him at all.
I'm gonna put a pin in that.
Fucking takes that shit.
Put a pin in it.
I'm gonna put a pin in this thought because it has something to do with something we're gonna talk about after we finish the week.
Okay, but anyway, Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. They are.
They're done with Lorcan and Burch.
They're done with them, so it's just like a tag team. Maybe they're going to challenge for the tag team championships against the MSK.
I guess maybe that is the direction they're going in.
I have no idea, but I would like different gear for the men's tag team championship. Meanwhile, the women's tag team title is pretty spicy. Speaking of spicy, we've got Caden and Casey, who I'm just loving more and more every week. I think I've said this before. I think they're so entertaining, and I really love them.
Best women's tag team right now. In wrestling.
That's bold, and you might be right. It might be a bold flavor that I want to snack on right now.
I agree.
If that makes any sense at all. But yeah, Io Shirai, Zoe Stark,
got real sexy in here.
Not friends at all. Clearly, just business partners. But I liked the drama of this match when it seemed like Casey and Caden could pull it off, but
I really thought they were going to.
I thought they were going to too.
The crowd is like they're going crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking
kid.
Oh, this was the match with the kid. Did you hear the backstory about this child?
No, please.
Well, don't humanize her.
I have to. I have to humanize her on the 420 Wrestling Hour. We have that because I was liking every tweet.
Give me 1 second to hate this child before you make it a real person. Fuck this kid. Fuck this kid. I hope everybody pushes this kid into mud. Okay, go ahead.
When I was watching this match, I thought the same thing. I was like, do I fast forward? Do I turn the volume down? Do I just watch this on mute for a while? I wanted to know if it was going to happen the whole show or not. But it was excruciating for me to listen to, so I got on Twitter and I just typed in NXT Scream. And of course, there were several tweets complaining and with hilarious GIFs. And I was liking all of them until shortly I came on the timeline of the dude who was saying, yeah, hi, that was my 9-year-old. I believe she was 9 years old. That was my 9-year-old. I almost said nephew. My 9-year-old niece. And she's obsessed with pro wrestling. And she comes to all the shows. And before, untelevised, they made a contest for whoever could make the most noise during this next tag team match. We'll get a prize. I don't remember what the prize was. A t-shirt, some shit. I don't know. There's a prize. And this 9-year-old girl made it the point, the point of her life to win this prize. Her uncle said, and not only did she not win the prize, the security came over and told her to shut the fuck up. And now
a heel turn!
This 9-year-old girl is scarred for life on NXT. Never wants to go back. And her uncle is like, but don't worry, she's way more into at AEW. For her 9-year-old birthday, she wanted to fly from Florida to Chicago to see CM Punk's debut. She cares way more about it, and we're going to give our money to a company who cares at AEW. Kind of fishing for like the free tickets and publicity and shit, but why not? But yeah, so she's got it definitely humanized her a little bit, but still, shut the fuck up.
She did ruin the fucking match for me a little bit. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you.
I had actually forgotten about that until you brought it up.
Sure, remember that goddamn story.
My girlfriend was sitting next to me, and she like rarely looks up at the TV whenever I'm watching wrestling. But she was like, "What the fuck is happening on the TV?" And she was like, "I thought that was in my game for a second because she was playing her Switch." I was like, "No, that's a fucking girl screaming on the next TV."
No, the dude, he was like, "Yes, it was obnoxious, but that's what any 9-year-old kid would do if you were like, you're gonna win a sweet prize if you make the most noise during this match."
Wait, what was the criteria though? How'd she lose?
I think because she was making so much noise that the producers, probably Shawn Michaels, like, you gotta get this guy, you gotta get her out of here. You gotta get her. I'm trying to do it, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, Shawn Michaels. Listen, you gotta get her out.
That's not what Shawn Michaels sounds like.
He's like a raspy Kermit, but I can't do it right now for some reason. Right now, I lost my smile. That's a little bit better, right? Lost my smile.
I feel like I lost my fucking try out for some like Shawn Michaels voiceover.
I would
You're
not
working on your self tape or something.
Hashtag did not book that. No, but I'm sure somebody was like, okay, a contest is a contest, but this is ruining the match. You have to send someone out there to tell that girl to be quiet. And I can't remember if it stopped at some point during the match, but
it did not.
It did not.
No, it didn't. So maybe they didn't get to her
right now. It did not.
So I don't think she won. They should have at least been like, listen, you won the contest, but ixnay on the scraying, please.
They should have just given her all the t-shirts and told her to shut up.
Yeah, jeez Louise. Oh man. But she's right at that age that's like just the age I was when I was starting to get into wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's life or death at that time. I mean,
that's true.
I probably talked about it on the show, the time where Shawn Michaels was injured and in the figure 4 on the ring post executed by Bret Hart, and I had to be physically stopped by the chaperones in my Boy Scout troop because I was gonna run down and jump the barricade to help my man. He was in street clothes. He was wearing a suit. It was inhumane, but I get how when you're 9 years old, it's life or death. Anyway, NXT rolls on with more women's action, and you had Ember Moon and Kaylee Ray, lovely Scottish accent on Kaylee Ray. Nothing I love more than a sexy Scottish accent.
What a face turn you just made on the Scott.
Oh, huge fan of the Scottish acts. And we had a really good match here. And Kaylee Ray needed to get the win because she's the new baddie in town. And Ember Moon is in an identity crisis. What's next for Ember Moon? She doesn't have a tag team partner anymore. She abandoned her for Tegan Nox for some random reason, for the bright lights of Monday Night rematch. And
SmackDown.
Or they're on Friday Night SmackDown, which is better, granted.
But it was a good, I liked what you had.
Yeah, well, what are they? They're relegated to, rolling around at Paul Heyman, on a tank for some reason. That's for a different show. Anyway.
I feel like you're just trying to get me at this point.
No, not really.
You're cracking me the fuck up, bro.
I'm just high and riffing. Anyway, it was a good match. It was the KLR bomb that sealed the deal for Kaylee Ray. And, it gives us something to look forward to with Ember Ray. Ember Moon, if we've got this, colorful rebrand next week, what, I hope they shake it up with her, because we need something. She's like, she looks like a cool character, but she doesn't. There's nothing else behind the looks. You know what I mean?
After she lost this match, I was glad that they gave her that interview, because I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is she even here now? But now I feel like they're about to do something with her.
Yeah. There was other shit that happened on this show. There's going to be a fatal 4-way for the championship. LA Knight rode around in a sweet car.
It's LA Knight's game.
It's his game.
It's LA Knight's game.
And he's got
just playing it, baby.
He's got a cool car, cutting a promo. You got Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, I'm just kind of over Kyle O'Reilly.
I found myself saying that shit at the same time LA Knight said it this week, so I know that he's fucking working.
What?
Like involuntarily.
Oh, what? You said it's his game?
Yes. He's like, and whose game is it? I was like, it's LA Knight's game.
It's LA Knight's game.
I said that at fucking TV.
He's on and I always think of him like when he says it's my game because his name's LA Knight. I always think of him like playing basketball on the Lakers court for some reason. I don't know why. LA Knight. It's kind of weird that he's like it's his game, but it works. Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne. And Kyle O'Reilly, he's trying to stay around and be a big deal. But like the dude he beat is like now like a way huger star on a different show. And it just kind of makes him look more mids to me. I don't know. Is that bad?
It's not good. It's the opposite of good.
Do you agree, or is it a bad take?
Now they can't even say who he beat, so that's not good.
That's what I mean. Like the whole story, like we can't even really talk about it anymore. I don't know.
It's weird. It's just weird. But if they strap that title to him, we'll feel real different real quick.
I guess maybe. And then you got Pete Dunne in the match as well.
Oh my God.
Are they going to get? They're going to strap the belt on Pete Dunne?
I think it's LA Knight's game.
I think it's LA Knight's game.
So
too.
this match is going to decide the championship tomorrow.
Yep.
And we got Old Man Ciampa as well, and the old man part probably tells you all.
That Goldie promo was a little.
It was it
was convincing.
It was intense, but bit. I kind of chuckled. I was like, "You think you're getting Goldie, bro? The ship has sailed." But hey, that could be
he could.
That could be a swerve that pulled on me.
I'd be surprised if they don't redesign the belt soon.
Okay.
Ooh. I mean, it's a new show. It's a new era of NXT. I, for one, am quite frankly, I'm very excited to see what direction they go here. I hope it is LA Knight's game. That's the most exciting way to take this for me. Pete Dunne, not there. Kyle O'Reilly, don't care. Tommaso Ciampa, been there. LA Knight, it's his game. That's my take on it.
Right.
It's my spicy take. Anyway,
Is that your NXT?
Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, we just had, you've got
Santos and Carmelo had a great ass match.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was fun. And then you had you got the new chick even in the score for with Hit Row. What's her name? Elektra Lopez. With Legado del Fantasma. So, that's going on too, and I think that's pretty much NXT. Oh, you also had Mei Ying making her debut on the show, and it was quick and very painful. She didn't take very long to dispense of whoever that woman was, the Jobber.
Nobody. Jobber.
But I liked the show. Next week there's a wedding, so that's going to be fun. There's going to be a new NXT champion. There's no Samoa Joe anymore. It's a new era. There's going to be new colors. You're going to get Frankie Monet versus Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Gonzalez. And I'm excited to see what happens on the new NXT. Any thoughts?
Nah. I think we got to move on to AEW.
Excited to see what happens. Dynamite time,
baby. All right, so we have the big match that we built up. We got Malachi Black taking on Dustin Rhodes. Yeah, baby. Meaty family drama. And how do we respond? By having our worst Malachi Black match possible. Why don't we just botch everything from high to low, from up to down? Just going to do weird phantom fist punches and then to top it all off, the spinning kick of death to the shoulder that makes your mouth bleed. Yikes. It was going so well, and then it was going really well.
It was going really well.
It went down from the boot. It was
Went
weird.
down for the boot.
And he weirdly went and got the boot. He was kicking ass, and then he went and got the boot, and then everything started fucking up.
Which was sad. It was like it was. I felt bad for them because I was like, this is not the first thing you want to show everybody with all these new eyes.
No, it's not good. Truthfully, and it also went on too long. It never should have happened. It should have been. He should still be mowing these guys down.
Yes,
Yeah.
Especially
You know?
Dustin Rhodes is the fucking greatest person to do that.
Well,
it was just bad.
My
It was just
brother
bad.
has a lot of pull here, and listen, man, I deserve more than just getting put out to pasture, brother.
that's my.
I mean, he's been put out to pasture before. Like Miro ate him up. I just think they wanted to extend the match time for Malachi, and they messed up.
Yeah, you might be right.
Dun-dun. But yeah, sorry about that. We're gonna bounce back, and then they just kind of came back and just said, "Hey, Cody's back," which was just kind of lame. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's just lame. You know, like I expected like the Cody angle to be a big return. Like they didn't have to mimic what they did with Brody Lee, but I thought it would be something like along those lines. But hey,
Wait,
he's just
what
back.
did I miss? They said Cody's back.
Yeah, Cody's gonna face him at the Grand Slam Dynamite
Oh,
at Arthur Ashe. They just announced a little thing after one of the commercial breaks.
Yeah.
oh,
There's
okay.
a story there. I kind of expected an angle building up to that, but you know, that was just kind of. CM Punk comes out, cut a promo.
Mhm.
Taz gets big mad.
I liked this. I liked this.
He was like, "You said Will's name." No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. You did.
You said it in interviews, damn it.
yeah.
On the radio, whatever.
They really did sound like two street guys arguing.
It was good. I was like,
Like
wait.
on the subway.
I know this is the work, but holy shit, this looks very shoot.
Hook debut against CM Punk confirmed.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you know, a nice little poll by CM Punk to see what he's gonna do next. I think they're taking that shit into account.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? We got some. We also got some video packages. Some of the fallout from All Out. You know, we got to see earlier on the Lucha Bros with their big win, Eddie Kingston and Miro. I think that there's more to that story yet with Kingston and Miro. I think we're going to revisit that. In some ways. Santana and Ortiz, you know, they had to, you know, get their words in, talking that good shit, as they are wont to do. Then the Ruby Soho interaction with Britt Baker. Coming off with all that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I expected more out of her promo abilities than I got. I don't know why. It felt like a WWE promo until Britt Baker walked in.
Yeah.
It makes sense. She went from NXT to WWE. She hasn't.
Yeah.
She spent a little. I mean, she spent some time on the indies with like Shimmer and stuff. But like, as far as like TV promos without scripts, I don't know how much she's had of that.
Yeah, and it led to a good ass match. You know, a lot of people flying around. Now, my wife asked this question: do people like Ruby Soho like that, or do they really like the song?
I think they're acting like they. I think they seem like they like her.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was listening to the song this week and like it stuck in my head, but then I was kind of realized like I think after the match when it played again, I was like, oh, I really don't like this shit. I just really like Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Could
the
it be
opposite
column
for
A,
you.
column B?
Huh?
Could it be a little bit of column A, column B?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah,
I think they, but I don't see any people that don't like her.
right.
Like I don't. Yeah.
I
But
love
just to
Ruby
make
'cause
sure
she got the
she's-
Chicago connection, AAW champion. But I do think, especially because that crowd was so hot at All Out, even there were other moments where I was like, I think that even if they don't really know who this person is as much, they're still gonna pop really huge because they want to be included, you know. And there may be some of that for her, but she's still like a familiar person that they know from the other show too, so it's a big deal.
I feel like women's wrestling fans that I consider myself to be one, like have been watching Ruby for years and wishing that the Riot Squad would have popped off and wishing she would have had like a singles run. And so I think there's a lot of us that are just like genuinely happy for her. I kind of equate it to the Nikki Ash situation where Nikki Ash won the title and everyone was just like massively happy for her, even if you like didn't really care about her character or like her as a performer, really. I think like people are drawn to her now because they're like, oh my gosh, she's finally getting to do what she's been wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. That's facts.
Word.
We skipped over, but we're gonna go back and catch the Powerhouse Hobbs match versus Dante Martin. Classic
Yes.
power versus speed.
Love this Dante guy.
Yeah, I'm really invested in their careers. I love Powerhouse Hobbs. You know, we're old drinking buddies. We hang out at the Marriott bars together. That's my guy. But yeah, those two, I love them working together. I love Dante jumping over Hook's dumb haircut. Like, beautiful stuff. Dante can just fly. Can't wait till his tag team partner recovers so they can get Top Flight back together. So we can get some wins under his belt. Like, there aren't many people that I think he should beat singles, but I'd love to see him get some wins.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see him back in the tag team. Dan Lambert sounding a little hoarse. He might have blown out his voice a little bit at All Out.
He's going hard.
A little soft on that voice. Cutting the promo for the Men of the Year. I'm kind of excited to see that going. I really don't want to lose the MMA involvement. Like, the promise of this is to see Jorge Masvidal or Junior Dos Santos punch somebody in an AEW ring. Like, but he has a great promo, horse or no. So
Agree.
He's having a good time. We're building towards the first hair versus hair match. Matt Hardy and Orange Cassidy. Who do you think wins that one? I honestly don't know.
Who do you? Cassidy.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably be pretty cool bald too, but
He'd probably be pretty cool bald.
I could definitely see Matt Hardy bald too, though. I think it'd be funny.
I mean, it's probably going to be Matt, but like,
It's got to be Matt.
it could be Orange. You know what I mean?
I don't think any
Like-
storyline is about Matt Hardy at this point.
But that could be a thing. Like, you know, that put some heat on him if he shaved Orange Cassidy's hair.
Right, but I think
Yeah.
putting heat on him would be a story for him, and I don't think that it's about him.
But like, no, I'm saying that he could be work well because he's got a lot of people under him. He's got Private Party. He's got Butcher and the Blade. He's got the money. Like, if somehow you could get heat on him, that heat is transferable to a lot of other acts. If you can magically pull that off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not saying like they will, but like it.
I don't know if Orange Cassidy losing his hair would be transferable to like Private Party. Like it wouldn't make me care about them anymore. But I do hear that what you're saying is like he has a lot of influence on some people that we want to see do well.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess I hear that, but like, yeah, I think that would be a weird miscue if Matt Hardy would beat Orange Cassidy in this one.
Can't imagine someone's
Man,
losing their hair.
I never
Somebody's
want
getting
Orange
a
Cassidy to
haircut.
lose.
Yeah, and I think that's it too. It's like he's not really doing much right now, but he's still so over. I wouldn't really know what it would mean if Matt Hardy would beat him at this point in like a nothing fight. Like him losing to Kenny, sure.
I mean, cutting his hair is not a nothing fight. That's
Hair versus
That's
hair.
stakes.
It's big. It's high stakes.
that's stakes.
Not as high as
I mean,
am
what
right
do you rank that stakes wise versus the championship?
Depending on the hair above.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't
Depending
see
on
it
the
that way
fucking
at all.
hair
now.
above.
Hey man, hair and
I don't see it
wrestling.
that way at all.
You can become a 2-time champion. When you cut their hair at a certain age, it ain't coming back to you.
Dude.
You know, you got rematch clauses. You can't attach that hair.
That's fair. But yeah, no, I just don't. Yeah, I don't see it that way.
I'd much rather lose my title than lose my hair.
Not me.
Like, nah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But my point is, like, this doesn't do anything for either one of them. Them winning the other person's hair. Like Miro winning the TNT Championship is a big deal because it's a championship. But Matt Hardy winning and Orange Cassidy having to cut his hair does nothing for Matt Hardy, and all it does make Orange Cassidy look like a dweeb, one of AEW's like most over faces.
Well, time will tell, I suppose.
Yes.
What else do we have? MJF coming out to stir up the cheap heat. We just all gonna beat up on Skyline Chili.
Dude.
Like, let's all kick Skyline Chili today.
There's a lot of Skyline Chili.
I love
slandering.
that. I loved this promo.
Now his was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was very good.
What he called the woman Brian Pillman's daughter, something 16 and pregnant.
Oh my god.
Yes. So
Brutal.
Rude.
I can't remember what he said to the old lady.
That was really some
I think he said something like
as they
akin
say.
to like he was gonna go down there and kick her ass or something like that.
No, of course. That's the easy part.
To an old ass woman.
She's
Hey,
a good
man.
sport. She's a good sport.
Yeah, that's among the nicer things you can say to an old woman. Like,
that was super surprising to me. Like it's normally weird if a wrestler says he's gonna beat a woman in general. But he said that to an old ass lady. I was like, damn it, MJF.
Once you say it to an old ass lady, you've looped around to ridiculous.
I know, which was amazing.
Yeah, like he didn't threaten the younger one because that's too close. But the older one, that's just fucking cartoonishly evil.
Hilarious.
You gonna beat up an old lady? God damn!
Jesus.
But yeah,
I want to see it.
God bless.
It's funny seeing old people getting beat up in movies and children too. Admit it.
Yeah, dude. That's why I watch anime, just to see kids get beat up.
Dude, Mae Young and what's her name? Fucking the Great Moolah being put through the tables by the Dudley Bros.
That was pretty wild. That was insane.
wild.
Classic.
Looking back on that, I'm like, how were they able to do this medically?
Yeah, she's a tank.
Don't go easy on me, boys. Anyway.
FTR and Sean Spears, Pinnacle, take on an infighting Dark Order. So Bray Wyatt confirmed for AEW.
Oh my god.
It's coming your way, baby. There's we need a leader. They need a leader. They tried to get it together in the match, couldn't pull it together.
There is only one man. Run.
Sean Spears is going to be in a fight with Darby Allin later on. I don't know if that happened on Rampage or Dynamite, but good to see Sean Spears getting some run.
Yeah.
We see the Varsity Blondes. They have a backstage promo with the Acclaim. Matt Castor finally making his return to TV after a long time and time out. Do you think he did enough time in the doghouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, too much.
All right.
Because I was one of the people hardest on him, I think, on the episode, and I was even excited to see him back.
No.
Good to see him back.
No, it was great.
Yeah,
they handled it
building
well.
towards Rampage.
I like them referencing it. The verse was pretty fun.
You say what on Rampage?
I just said they were building towards the match on Rampage.
Right. I thought it was great. Good shit.
And then we have the Adam Cole promo.
Ooh. Ready for
Yeah,
story time
baby.
with Adam Cole,
Story
baby.
time with Adam Cole. Now, it's good to see the Elite is complete. I don't know how much Being the Elite you watched.
On and off.
But yeah, it's good. It's good to see the team back together. Apparently, the Young Bucks just filed for the trademark SuperClick.
Oh.
So SuperClick T-shirts are coming your way. Loved him turning on Tony Schiavone.
Dude.
Oh man, that made me feel so bad for Tony.
Yeah, it did. And the crowd really rallied behind him. But like Adam Cole needed that, like to make sure people don't cheer him.
Yeah, absolutely. Great choice.
Tony has really come around for us on the 420 Wrestling Hour. Tony Schiavone. I felt for the man in that moment too.
I'm gonna say this was like last week. I was sitting here watching. I think it had to be Dynamite, and I was like, man, JR and Tony both have also stepped up since fans have come back. And maybe this was such a weird thing for them to be doing in their like old age of doing this for so long that it was like a hard adjustment for them to make. But like they are way more interesting now that fans are back. Even obviously the product is too, but yeah,
they're feeling it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Even watching All Out back, because we didn't get to hear any of that shit. I was like, damn, JR was on one tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He was feeling it.
He really was. As were we all.
Bring your A game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then Bryan Danielson comes out to interrupt. Building towards a future match with Kenny Omega. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait till Bryan Danielson faces Kenny Omega to find out who really is the best wrestler in the world. Like, yo.
Yeah. I'll have to check on you after that day, huh?
Yeah, I'm not going to be okay. I'm really not gonna be okay. Like
I'll
I'm
have to check
nervous.
on you on that one. I'll make sure I got like an alarm set or something the day after. I got you, buddy. Don't you worry about it.
Jurassic Express comes out to make the save. Frankie Kaz,
Frankie
the Elite Hunter. Gotta love it. And then a very short, explosive,
The mistake.
bloody match.
The mistake heard around the world.
The mistake heard around the world.
Yeah. What?
They're still talking about this Minoru.
Well, I know there was one mistake they made. How dare they cut the King's entrance?
Yeah.
That's
what
the
people-
mistake?
Yeah, Twitter is so upset.
Furious. Katsunik! Ooh, don't you dare.
They did.
They cut it mad early.
They did. Evidently they were strapped for time at this
We were
point.
strapped.
I mean, they were. They did cut that.
Television
it was-
time remaining.
Like that match was, if it hadn't, let's just say it, if it hadn't been for the accidental color,
Mm-hmm.
like the hard way color, that would have come off as a weak match.
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah, because they only had
Right.
they would have given like 8 minutes, 7 minutes. by
They
the
did,
time
yeah, they
got
give
there.
like 8 minutes to go. But like they blasted each other in the way that they do. And then like that accidental color shows like, no, when they blast each other, they are blasting each other.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, it was like a concentrated version of that big death match they had over in New Japan.
Mhm.
It was like if that match had been produced by WWE, just like just real quick, let's just get on through it.
Damn.
So it was at the same time exciting and a little disappointing. But the only thing that should be noted is they dare cut the King's entrance music. Don't you ever in your life. Also, they did kind of botch the finish. Minoru jumped a little too high for the Death Rider and just ended up being a double arm suplex. But hey,
It works.
you know, it works. We got it. If you don't mind, I'm gonna keep going on to Rampage. Just put all AEW together.
Please, Rampage.
Yeah.
it.
Cool.
Yeah, Rampage.
Turn the Rampage.
That should wrap up Dynamite, and then we're gonna Rampage on to Rampage with Andrade Idolo and the Bastard Pac, and maybe the most fascinating match AEW had all week. Like one, worth the wait, very much worth the wait. So
I think
jealous
so.
we can get that at all out. It was an excellent match.
Bullshit.
However, that ending,
Huh.
not just the ending of the match, the ending was, I was mad about that, but then the way Idolo reacted to it really got me.
That got you in what
Like,
way?
I'm so interested in how the story is gonna go next. Like,
Because he was.
I thought I understood. Yeah.
Because Andrade was so pissed that he got helped.
Yeah, like, and he did some amazing things in that match, like that corkscrew over the top rope. Like, this was the match I wanted him to have against Matt Sydal. Like he spun at the absolute last second that
Oh,
I thought
boy.
it was possible to do
Yes.
that shit.
Bro,
That
what
was-
the fuck?
Like, I thought, oh, he's doing a nice springboard. Then all of a sudden, just went boom.
I was like, how can you just be one way and then turn yourself that fucking quickly midair?
that quickly.
What muscles are you engaging for you to be able to do that?
It's got to be the core shit, because that's another. He
Yes.
pulled it off again when he did the split leg moonsault. Like, I've seen that move done a bunch, but the way he did it, it looked so fast, and he's a
Mhm.
big dude.
He is.
Very.
But
So-
with that ending, you know, Twitter was kind of saying he had to make way for a new manager.
But who?
Wait, really?
Oh,
Zelina
Oh.
Vega? Oh, Ric Flair.
no, yeah.
Ah,
Ric
that makes a
Flair.
lot of sense.
Yeah, I didn't think
See,
about it.
He showed up
I
at that
didn't think about
AAA
that
show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
And-
Shoot, now I'm even more excited. That's awesome.
Hey.
Yeah. I think
That's fucking
that's
awesome.
that's what people on Twitter are at least theorizing, and I think that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, Chavo. It was great, but
Mhm.
Adios.
him and Rick.
They were all
But it-
getting
it-
him some Javo. Poor guy.
Man, poor, that is rough. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed that match.
Me too. Shit.
I watched it twice. It was so good. Let's see. Back. What else happened on Rampage? Darby Allin and Sting had an interview. Oh yeah, talking about some of that spicy shit that Tully Blanchard had to say on Dynamite. I guess we're gonna get a Sting Tully match.
Tully versus Sting?
I mean,
question mark?
Do we?
I think it's okay. Like it'll be in like the Paul White spot of some TV show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It'll be 5 minutes. It'll be a change of pace. You got to have Sting do something. It'll be fun. It'll be more angle than match. So
I'm kind of worried for Tully.
Circuit.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. How old is he?
Too damn for this shit, though. I'll tell you that.
He's
You need to let that shit go.
67. Goddamn.
That's old. That's
pretty too old to be wrestling, taking bumps probably. But what do I know about wrestling?
We have Team Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, Riho, and Chris Statlander.
Boop.
Good match. Just still keeping some attention on Ruby, getting everyone to know her. Good to see Riho in the ring. She is so wee. God bless her.
Yeah.
Just throws herself around.
Mm-hmm.
And she never went over the top rope in that battle royal, did she?
Did she not?
I think that was a controversy that people were bringing up. I think it was Riho. Correct me if I'm wrong at 420 Wrestle Hour, but I think she was. People were pissed that she. Now that I'm thinking about it, it could have been Sheeta, but I don't remember. Sorry, that's bad.
Shame on you. One thing I forgot to mention on Dynamite was the Riho Jamie Hayter match.
Mm-hmm.
Choppy. I really wanted that match to be.
Ruby Soho?
Yeah, Ruby Soho versus Jamie Hayter.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of lost the plot a couple times.
Oh, I thought it was a pretty great match, actually. And I was surprised that you didn't cover it, but...
Dang.
Let me just want to get back and hit that. Like, I just remember a lot of bumps and lumps. Like, but maybe I'm remembering that differently.
It didn't really stand
No,
out that
I
much
believe
to
you,
me,
but I had a good time. But also, I'm a Ruby stan, so maybe I just missed some stuff.
It wasn't Ruby stuff.
Simp.
I will say that got bumpy and lumpy.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I was expecting more of Jamie than I got, but Ruby stuff was pretty crisp.
Sure.
I'd heard great things about what Jamie was going to do with Ruby, and I guess I was just watching too close.
Uh-huh. On these shows, though, you should.
Yeah. Sometimes it rewards you. At that time.
Sometimes you get penalized.
Yep. But what I didn't get penalized for was the Brian Pillman Max Caster match. Max coming out with that nice, safe, paint by the numbers, cheap heat rap.
I still like
very much so.
It was good, but it was safe.
Yeah.
It was less cutting edge and more literal John Cena from the Ruthless Aggression era.
Yeah, kind of true, but I like that as well.
No, I hope that it'll get a little bit more beefed up as he goes, gets more comfortable.
Steps
Tony
back
Khan
into
gets
himself.
more comfortable. Yeah.
But yeah, a good match. It's good to see those two working together.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a great little finish too with Moxley coming out.
Good idea to pop the crowd in Cincinnati. So it was a very Cincinnati centric show this whole time. Like the last.
And I love that they're doing that.
It's like the antithesis to what WWE does, where they make the hometown heroes lose for some weird sympathy. Like,
they didn't used to always do that either, which I'm like confused about.
Bad habit. They need to get out of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like they used to give people like hometown pops a lot. But yeah,
well, that's AEW, baby. So I'm ready to hand it back over to talk about SmackDown.
We love it. That's the week in AEW, and let's smack it down. I'm gonna take a $30 A-Ted here.
$30.
And we're gonna try to get through SmackDown here because listen, this SmackDown was really fucking good. I don't know what you guys thought, but
it was.
I was.
They really tried.
Highly entertained by this SmackDown. My God, this first segment with just starting off with the Tribal Chief
Oh man.
The drama here is unfolding. You're getting your typical tribal chief, I run New York promo. This badass shit going on here. And then Brock Lesnar comes out. This guy just made me giggle with how this guy looks right now. What is he? and Pat McAfee is giving voice to everything that's running through my high mind. He is all of us. It's so good to have Pat McAfee back on SmackDown when he was like, if aliens had to face off against, if humans had to face off against aliens, this is the man they'd put up against them. And he's going insane over Brock Lesnar, and it was just so good. And then you have the whole, it's like the big question. Why didn't you tell him that I was going to be at SummerSlam? And just that question,
my heart dropped.
Creates some drama here, which kind of played throughout the show. And this opening segment of SmackDown was just beautiful to me. You got to see Paul Heyman be at Paul Heyman's best. He got a little physical, which I always like to see the Walrus as Paul get physical in the ring. It was amazing to see this new Roman Reigns tribal chief throw a little Superman punch against Brock, but Brock just taking care of everybody. I mean, so good. A+. This MSG crowd, hot on a Friday night.
When I was watching this, I was like, moments like this is when WWE kind of just flexes on us. I was like, they can just put these two big motherfuckers in the ring so damn quickly, and they know that they can. And they just don't choose to a lot of the time. But I was like, the week after All Out, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns start off the fucking show for Friday Night SmackDown.
It's
holy fuck.
It's big fight feel. We say that a lot, really, but it's Friday night. It's SmackDown. It makes you feel like this is the Fox shit that we were supposed to get, and it's it was really, really good. You also had this big time 10-man tag match. You had the West Side Story moment in the hallway, 5-on-5. The Sharks meeting the Jets. That shit got me excited as well. I wanted him to start snapping. But yeah, this was pretty fun. You got the good guys beating the bad guys, and when you have that many personalities in front of a hot crowd, it's gonna be pretty good. And then you got Big E doing the good guy promo at the very end, teasing something for the end of the show, which never happened. But that's the whole point of being Mr. Money in the Bank. I wish the audience could see lustrous Ric Flair robe rolling around in this hotel bed.
What's going on right here?
I don't know either, but it's very distracting from the SmackDown recapping going on here because I'm very high on this $30.
Oh my gosh. That ass.
Someday the Patreon extras will include video footage of the podcast. We'll see.
Yeah.
But it was Big E and
fucking Trae Young.
Yes, dude. That was the other thing I was going to mention about this 10-man
That
match.
was great.
Trae Young healing it up in New York City.
So smart.
Brilliant.
I don't know if you guys heard Roman Reigns in an interview, some radio interview he did or TV interview. I don't know how the question was asked to him, but he ended up praising and singling out Sami Zayn as as just like an interesting. He's always so interesting. He always makes you wanting you. He always leaves you wanting more, and he's just a dude he wants to see on TV more. And I was glad that Roman Reigns, the man, gave Sammy those props, because every time he's on TV, he entertains the shit out of me.
AEW confirmed.
For sure. We'll see. But yeah, this Trae Young played the part really well. That was really good shit. Big time. What else happened on SmackDown? You had this contract signing with if there was any wonder or gray area about where Becky Lynch stood on the good guy bad guy scale. Whoa. She came out looking furry, and like the baddest of bad guys. And
She went full Conor McGregor.
she went full Connor on us, and it's pretty great. I really liked this segment. Becky had some good lines about, leaving her baby girl for you. This is reminding of when they chanted "We want Becky." This was good shit. I know I was defending it last time, the quick victory at SummerSlam or the last pay-per-view, whenever that was. But it's still, I'm not sure if it justifies it, but I'm liking this feud a lot more now. What do you guys think?
I don't think that they got the heel turn that they wanted from her from the SummerSlam debacle fully from the WWE universe. It definitely worked for me. But yeah, like we talked about with, how I said last week that when you guys saw Goldberg, you have to fucking pop. When you see Becky Lynch at your fucking first wrestling show in a while, you're going to have a fucking good time when she comes out. But I think this promo during the fucking contract signing really probably helped to get her some heat. Because I definitely I hate her even more now, and I like Bianca more.
Yeah, and just hearing you say that again made me be like, that maybe it was pretty smart to have Becky win that way. It's just another, like, man, we hate her.
It reminds me of when the way Kenny beat Jon Moxley to cheating.
Yes,
you know what I mean. We were dissatisfied.
You stole something from us.
And thus sending us off to be pissed at him for the amount of time.
Yeah, how dare you?
That we are. Yeah. We were promised a clean finish.
I just wish Becky would have given her a low blow or something. I don't know.
I hear that.
But that would have been a little on the nose. But it's exciting. Becky Lynch.
Bam, right to the tit.
Becky Lynch was supposed to turn heel right around the time Nia Jax busted her open and made her into an icon, and then it was like the fans loved her too much, and she didn't really get to do it. But now she's going to get to do that legit heel turn, and Bianca's the perfect opposite of that on SmackDown.
Big time Bex.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had this Edge and Rollins for the first time ever wrestling. It's a joke. It's a callback from the Raw recap.
Yeah,
but no, this was
not disappointing.
Quite good. Would you say? I wouldn't say it was as good as the SummerSlam match. What do you think?
I would.
If it wasn't for commercials, I would probably say.
I think that's what does it for me.
Yeah, because I think it was, but the commercials.
I really got 2 commercial breaks in this
match. Yeah,
but
the heat here commercials. The heat here was so fucking good. I think I can forgive the commercials too and say that this was a better one, just for the fact that it was on TV too. It was free, fucking insane.
Yeah,
what a fucking match!
It was really good. I mean, we got down to the end when he's just going after the head and the neck, all the kicks to the face. I mean, it was a relentlessness.
The way Edge was just looking at him.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is, I guess, propelled Rollins back into this, I think I lost myself there kind of version of his character that's a depth that I guess we'll see where it goes from here. But the dude Edge, you think you know him, but he's getting taken out on a stretcher. And maybe we won't know him for several weeks now. Who knows?
I think he's gone for a while now.
Yeah, I think he's good.
But that's good. That's great. I mean, it's if he's not going to be a full-time dude, this is the right way to send him off for a little bit, and then you get another pop when he comes back again.
I'm about to say I'll pop for that music every 3 months.
Absolutely,
honestly. On repeat.
And I'm excited to see what happens with Rollins now, because there's a lot of, as we say, sharks circling the main title picture here.
I think you said that last week, and or one of y'all said that. I love that, man. There's just so many people, and because it's who's gonna fucking dethrone Roman? Shit, anybody at this point. He's pissed off enough people.
And I'll take Roman against any of them, but I won't take him against all of them.
Yeah, I hear that. You don't want elimination chamber type match or something.
No, but just like no, I'm not thinking about that. But just like over one of these contenders will get him. Like he can't hold this wave back forever. He could beat any one of them.
Right.
But over time, they're gonna get him.
Absolutely.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Now, WWE doesn't tell their stories like this. They tell their stories a little more like a video game. But like New Japan and to some extent AEW is better at telling the stories of just like residual fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you lose belts because you've had a lot of hard matches in a row and fought a lot of people and you're just tired.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No.
WWE doesn't really make their champions do that though either.
Nah. They used to. They did it with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, but like I can't think of them doing it since.
They were smaller.
Mm-hmm. You're right. That's a good point.
But yes, a great match, and there was another great match. This the main event of the show, and the Usos and the Street Profits. I don't know what to say. This was I don't know. I think I like this match better than Edge and Rollins.
Really?
I did not, but I love both of these, but I think the Roman DQ kind of fucked with me a little bit. It kind of ruined where this match could have gone.
I think it worked because I know they kind of do it a lot, but on TV, I just think this. I think the Street Profits have got to be the ones that take the belts,
right? Yeah.
And I think having it be a schmaz finish is just the right thing to do. And I mean, they still brought the high drama in the match, and it's always a bummer to see that end in DQ because you want to see who is the best, truly the best team. But we're gonna figure that out in a pay-per-view.
It might just be because I'm a Street Profit fan, and that's true. But I really did think that like if the Street Profits would have won the belts here off the Usos with all the Roman drama that's already going on, and like a falling house with the beginning with Brock Lesnar, I thought this would have been like a perfect ending to the episode.
Yeah, but that was
not. But it does make sense the way they did it though.
And they just started printing the Bloodline shirts. Give them a couple weeks.
That's kind of true.
Well, that shit don't matter. I got a shirt. I got a shirt in my fucking dresser drawer. I can show you don't fucking matter because I got a Hurt Business shirt right when they won the tag titles, and I couldn't even wear it the next week.
That's what I'm saying. Like you ain't bought the shirt yet. That's why they can't. You can't win the.
Well, let me go ahead and
when you really shop. How much of a Street Profit fan are you? If you want Street Profit to be champion, you got to buy a shirt of the Bloodline.
If you go to shop.wwe.com, it's literally you see nothing else but the Bloodline. Like it's just them on the fucking front.
The now and forever, the head of the table.
Holy shit! The
head of the table. Right. He was the one though who broke up the match with the guillotine on Montez Ford, or was it Dawkins? I can't remember who he broke up the pin with. But yeah, he's pissed off and he grabs the mic and he accepts the challenge of Brock Lesnar. It's gonna be that match, and we're thinking about nothing else, and then oh
shit,
no, remember last week when a flash of light happened?
Oh, not Joseph.
And Joseph came out. No, it was the opposite of Joseph. It was the demon in dreads and all. Yeah, man.
That was a biblical joke.
It was a biblical joke. And
we got it all here. Yeah, you guys, we got it all here.
It's great.
Go for the financial tips, stay for the theology.
It's true. Christians are great. And I don't know. Finn Balor, I'm a little scared here. I don't know how this ends, how this match, the Demon and Roman Reigns, ends in anything but a DQ as well. Or does Roman or does the head of the table
Extreme Rules? They can't do a DQ at Extreme Rules.
Bro, they did a DQ in a Hell in a Cell.
I know they can, but they shouldn't.
Exactly.
I can't, and this is I swear this is not about the Pete Dunne slander, but I can't take the demon gimmick seriously.
I mean, I get it. I'm over a lot of shit. I'm over a fucking. I mean, not to go back all the way back to Monday Night Raw, but it's the same thing with Alexa Bliss to me. I'm just, I'm so over the giggling young schoolgirl gimmick. I can't take it anymore. I'm not that far gone with the demon because we don't see it all the time, but it does seem like it's been so long since we've seen it that I'm not really. I wasn't that stoked to see him again.
I'm hoping that the choice is that it's like a conscious choice they're making with Finn Balor to like he will come around and win this belt sometime. Maybe not off Roman, but off somebody else. And they didn't really use his NXT gimmick, like what he kind of like can't. Like what he left NXT with, like he didn't come back with that. He came back with the blue shorts, and now he's about to wrestle him with the demon. So I hope like they're saving that for when he actually wins something. But maybe I'm being worked.
Y'all, you know why y'all just comfortable with it because you know what it is.
He's shaking your head the whole time he was talking.
He's like, you don't believe this shit. You know, Vince looked at Finn and was like, "Oh, Finn's back. All right, smile, do the demon shit," and that was that.
Oh, really?
You know, good and goddamn well.
Why are you right?
Vince has no idea that Finn has gone. He didn't watch NXT.
He doesn't know.
Yeah. He has no idea. He's like, oh God, he's good. He's back. Put him in the blue tights. Finn's for everybody.
Smile.
They're still doing the thing where you're,
Power Club.
Part of the alphabet soup.
Shit.
No? Ah, well, okay, whatever.
I love when I get low at the camera and show his nuts.
He has no idea that whole part of him that you love so much. He didn't see it.
Guy.
What?
That's why you're so uncomfortable with it. That's the whole unease.
I hope you're wrong, but you're probably not.
You're probably right.
Because it's all it explains everything we've been seeing from
Or
the blue
maybe,
tights on.
just maybe, the demon dethrones the head of the table. What do you think?
And then you got the demon holding the Universal Championship for like.
The demon does not hold. Well, he holds it for one picture at the end of the match, and then handsome Finn, does the interviews the next day. That's the way it goes. Usually in a sling, relinquishing the title because he's injured. Which made me cry 4 years ago, whenever that was. I was so sad. Ugh.
If it was ever going to be done, that's how it would go down. So, like, I'm all for it. But it looks like Roman's going to beat the demon as well.
He's going to beat the demon. Clean.
Didn't the demon lose his last match too, or no?
What?
No.
The
Demon hasn't lost yet. Stop trying to put an L on the demon.
I don't want an L on the demon.
Okay, unless maybe the bloodline is just the bloodline. And family is family. And Paul goes back to being the advocate of Brock Lesnar.
It was teased. I don't think
maybe Brock and Roman fight without the belt.
They also had a digital exclusive where he was talking to some third person.
Who?
Did you guys see that?
Who was talking to who?
There was like a video where Paul Heyman was like on the phone or something, and he was like, "Yeah, if all goes according to plan, then we should be fine." And then like the camera like sneaks up on him, and it's like, "Excuse me," like he like starts going off.
Oh, really?
But yeah. He's like talking to somebody else on the phone.
Gotta start peeping these digital exclusives.
I don't know where the fuck I saw that. Maybe Twitter.
Exclusively.
Damn. It's spicy.
See if I can find it for you guys. But yeah.
Anyway. I think that's
the
SmackDown. I think that's the week in professional wrestling, unless you want to give us an Impact minute.
Nah, I'm good, brother.
Impact. It was nice once. Anyway.
Do you want to rank them?
I think we should rank them.
All right.
Yeah, we should.
All right. I'll go first.
JB
I'm going to go on that high grade SmackDown. That was the best wrestling this week. Underneath that, I'm going to hit it with that NXT, final NXT show. Yeah, just, they really brought it all together. It was a party to go out. AEW, The Andrade match makes up for the Malachi Black match, but it does kind of cancel them each other out a little bit. And this was a lot of Cincy love. It was a lot of fun. You gotta ease back into it after All Out, but it was just good to see all the players back in place as we start our new numbers. So AEW takes a step back into third place, and Raw,
which AEW?
all of it together.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, last time we ranked them, we did 5 different shows.
Oh,
Hey,
dear
new
Lord.
formats, new days.
Dear
Wait,
Lord.
okay. I'm definitely. I'm not gonna loop Dynamite and Rampage together because they're not always gonna be good and bad. But you can do that if you want.
I'm sticking them together like sticky weed. And then Raw, not a bit.
Then NWA
And then
Power, and then we got Ring of Honor. They're going to rank 6th this week. New Japan US version is going to rank 9th on my list. I'm just kidding.
Fuck out of here, strong style. Yeah, Raw bringing up the rear, but another strong week though. I like the wrestling that happened on Raw. I liked all the wrestling this week, so good shit.
Easy?
Yeah, I'll jump in because, and I hate doing this, but mine's the exact same. That's why I popped when he went NXT second as such kind of the AEW guy of the 420 Wrestling Hour. But that's my order. AEW is dispensary priced marijuana. It's real good shit. And NXT is underneath it. I would still buy it at a dispensary, but it's on sale. And then right underneath that is AEW, which was still a
Wait.
good show.
Wait.
I'm confused on what you're saying.
Wait,
Yeah, me too, because
What's
I think
number
you
one?
switched my orders.
did I switch
Because
it?
I had AEW 3.
Didn't I just say that?
No,
You said
put it
something about-
SmackDown, NXT, AEW.
Oh, yeah, that.
If I didn't say that, that's what I
Okay.
meant. I'm high on something.
Yeah.
But yes, no, sorry. I won't ramble on and try to make a weed analogy. It's SmackDown was the best. NXT was second. AEW Dynamite was third. I might even put Rampage third, Dynamite fourth, Raw fifth. That's my list.
I hear that. Yeah, I'm going. I think I'm going the same thing with Over Easy. I'm going SmackDown.
Yes!
As my top. My second is NXT. Then Rampage is over Dynamite for me, and then Raw is bringing up the rear. But not a bad Raw actually. So
It wasn't a bad show this week.
Chip her up, Bruce. Chip her
Keep
up.
doing it.
Vince,
Chip her
get
up.
in here. We
Have
were
fun,
last,
bro.
but we weren't bad. So, I mean, fuck, I think that's a win. Shit, right? Can I come over and hang out by the
Wait.
pool tonight?
Wait, that was really fucking good.
I mean, a win's a goddamn win. Anyway,
Oh shit! Well,
the week in
that's the
wrestling.
fucking week in wrestling.
in the week in
JD said he
weed.
had something that the week in weed that he wants to talk about.
weed in wrestling.
He was like, put a pin in this.
Put a pin in this. Oh yeah. One thing I want to talk about. The Adam Cole pitch to be a manager on the main roster to
Yes.
Keith Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of the big stories I
Speaking
heard
of
over the
high
week.
ideas and high booking,
You tried to keep one of the best wrestlers in the world by making him a manager to Keith Lee. Now I was really, really mad about this. And I was like, this is exactly why you lost him. Woo this. And I still think a lot of that to be true. And I still thought that because I was more prepared to say all that. But something you said about the Pete Dunne, Ridge Holland thing kind of illuminated to me. That's what they were going for. Like, that's the dynamic they were going for with Keith Lee on the main roster. Not exactly like the Lio Rush, Bobby Lashley thing that everyone's thinking. But, yeah. Pete Dunne is there to get over somebody who can't get themselves over, like Ridge Holland. He will never get himself over without Pete Dunne there. And in the meantime, Pete Dunne bides his time while he's still the superior wrestler and will do things like get all the heat. That's what I think they were trying to do with Adam Cole. It didn't fucking work. It's a bad fucking idea. But that's what they were going for over, like, the worst thing I heard was like, oh, he's just going to be little Lio Rush.
That's the language that I'd heard. I mean, if it's just like, we're going to put these guys together and it's going to be like Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, which is kind of an offshoot of Shawn Michaels and Diesel, or Dakota Kai and Big Mommy Cool. It's like, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't have been horrible. It's an interesting idea. But Keith Lee doesn't need anybody like that. And Adam Cole certainly doesn't need to be that for somebody else, even if he's also going to wrestle. That, I mean, no, it's not surprising that he ended up where he ended up. If that was the creative coming his way as like, here's what we got for you.
But that is not how you keep a free agent that you want to keep.
No.
That's not how you do it. Like, that's how you treat someone you already got under a contract. It's someone younger than Adam Cole.
Ugh. And where is he?
No?
Where's
Yeah,
Keith?
differing opinion alert. This shit didn't bother me as much as it bothered you guys or the IWC. I thought everybody kind of just overreacted, honestly.
The old Indica over here.
Yeah, I don't see how, like, this was disrespectful to Adam Cole. Like, people make it sound like he was gonna have to manage him for the rest of his fucking career. Like he's about to be Jimmy Hart.
He's not a manager.
He doesn't have to be a manager for long. You could come out and say some fucking words. And I think, honestly, Keith Lee might need somebody to get him over. Actually, so I don't know I know we're like Keith Lee super fans, but I don't know that that's gonna work for the rest of the WWE universe. I think he's gonna need an actual mouthpiece and a credible one, not Malcolm
Maybe.
Gibbons. So I don't think it was a horrible idea. And
I said
really
I said it was an interesting idea. I did say that.
I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the Twitter universe kind of went off. It just was like, really, they're like, well, no wonder you lost him. And I'm like, maybe, but like, also, it's not a horrible idea.
It's an odd pairing, but they could execute it well.
It's not the best pitch to keep a free agent, but like
True.
I do like I was
True.
Like, and that's what I was saying. I was prepared to be them, and then I thought about Pete Dunne and Rich Hollins. Like, they're working a similar dynamic, and it works for me. You know what I mean? So, like, as I thought about it over the course of this episode, I'm like, actually, it isn't the worst idea. You're just not going to keep a guy who has an option to go be a big star elsewhere with that pitch.
Absolutely.
But if you have the guy, it's actually not the worst idea.
Yeah. I didn't understand how people thought it was that big of an insult. I was just like, damn. I mean, maybe I'm missing this because I think that it could work.
It's because it's compared to what he's doing, like what the alternative was. He comes out, to like a pop of the year, and then the news comes out like the next day.
And the name change is a bad idea.
Yeah, we're going to change his name because there's another
name
Cole. There's a Michael Cole, and we don't like that. There's another Cole. They didn't want to think
that he was Michael Cole's illegitimate son or some bullshit.
No, that's an angle.
Gotcha.
It's just a lot went into it. Like, I heard a rumor of a haircut. Like, so much they were messing. They were going to mess. They were going
to trifle with Bebe.
Yeah, there's going to be no more of that shit. But but I'm glad he is where he is.
It worked out for Adam,
and I'm glad that they have something. They're working. This is what I said about Keith Lee before he got injured and got sick. Was like, him being off TV is not the worst thing, because this shows right now that they're trying to figure something out for him.
Yeah, they're gonna go monster heel with him,
and I'm ready for it.
Sure.
Honestly,
why not?
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna talk about Raw yet, but
get him on TV.
We'll talk about next week.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened, I think we should talk about is I don't have a shirt on, but I'm gonna keep it together and just gonna rub my nipples because the world has recognized the greatest wrestler of the last 250,000 years, Kenny by God Omega, is the PWI Just them to make that shit up.
I want to vote. Can we vote?
Can we vote?
Yeah, we're pressed,
dozens
right?
and dozens. We're pressed. Yeah.
No, yeah. Congrats to your dude, man. That's fucking awesome, and he deserves it.
From off the list, number 1.
From
What,
off
for real?
the list.
He was off the list last year.
What? He wasn't in the
How?
top 500?
He was off the list.
Well, he didn't really wrestle a ton, I guess, but
He was a tag teams. He got he did a tag team, but he did not make the top.
that's
Anywhere
silly.
near it.
Wow, that's wild.
Silly.
Yeah.
But he got him
all
back.
the way
He got
to
him
number
back.
1.
Wonder how
Right.
Roman feels about that.
What's Roman
Master.
number 2?
He's 2.
Number 2.
He's just at the left of the head of the table.
Nice, Dave. Good dig.
But the real head of the table, as I said, the superior champion, Kenny, by God, Omega.
It's hard to argue. It's hard to argue.
It's now on wax. Bobby Lashley, number 3.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
Bobby,
pretty fucking
number
cool.
3. Drew McIntyre, number 4. Will Ospreay, number 5.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. Will Ospreay.
And some people regard him as the best wrestler in the world.
Kinda.
What
Like,
was that
kinda.
reaction?
Like, just
was
like,
that
it's
face?
one of those,
You
like,
had to like immediately eat crow.
yeah, like, yo, man, like, I don't want to see anybody in a wrestling off match with Will Ospreay because there's technically nothing he can't do perfectly.
No, it's true.
And a couple things that are just, like, not human.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I've heard he's insane.
Like,
Oh, you
get in the
gotta.
New Japan folder. He's in there.
I will show
I think
people.
I requested access one
Yeah,
night.
I fucked that up. I saw that. I was like, shit, all that shit I'd be talking to him about it. And the one time he requested, and the access is off. Fuck.
I was like, oh shit, well fuck.
I was mad as fuck
At
when I
least
saw
now
that
he knows
too.
I tried.
Yeah, I knew, and I was kicking myself. But try again.
Let's get into that
But yeah.
folder. We gotta do it.
But no, it's but yeah, big ups to Kenny. Glad to see you. The Kenny, the Omega has become the Alpha.
Hmm.
Good shit for all.
It's true. And a good shit for
Yes.
wrestling this week. Man.
Yeah, fucking shit.
We're coming off
Yeah,
the
man, if
heels
this
of
is
All Out.
Any direction which way we're going, man, I'm fucking having a great time.
Right? Even if Raw at the bottom of the list is still rocking.
Yeah.
I mean, rocking
Makes the
maybe
week better.
not, but yeah, it does. It truly does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We need that in the
Okay.
world right now. We need
Text
it.
me when you fucking watch Raw, please.
I will. I'm gonna try to get through as much as I can tonight. Maybe I'm gonna definitely fast forward through some bullshit, but then yeah, I'll know when to stop. I'm sure.
For sure.
Now, if you want to do me a favor, if y'all want to know where your boy is, if I could get a hold of that TikTok, I might show y'all, you know, on the next couple of days where I is.
Please do.
You might see some shit.
We're on
You know?
TikTok thanks to Ariam. He got us all up and running on TikTok. It's at 420 Wrestle Hour. It's actually at 420 Wrestle Hour on all social media platforms.
Got like 180 followers now.
Hey,
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
That's dozens upon dozens.
Get this man JB Bad the login. I don't know if he can figure out TikTok.
Yeah, I'll give it to you off air.
All right, yeah, we got that. We might have some wrestling related content
Please do.
Hells yeah.
coming up over the.
More of that
the
Ric
next
Flair
week or
robe
so.
and compromising positions on the bed
Hey,
as you were giving us for the extra Patreon content of the
Twerk.
420 Wrestling Hour.
That ass.
This is the 420 Wrestling Hour at OnlyFans.
Exactly right. You got to do what you got to do to make money in today's economy.
Hey,
Facts.
Follow us, hashtag join the rotation. Anything else this week, Ariam JB Bad?
No, but we did a show in under 2 hours for the first time in a while. So you guys are welcome.
amen.
And if you like the Super Bowl shows, let us know too. You know, maybe
Yeah, true that.
maybe the dozens and the dozen will say, "No, what the fuck? We only listen to this show on our 4-hour commute." And they're like all
Shouts out
pissed.
to Ryan, Kevin Crazy, One of Over Easy's managers. Shouts out to y'all.
Oh,
Managers, no, I forgot about that guay. I hope he's still
let's
listening.
cut it now before the under 2 hour thing is a lie.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hey.
Anyways, peace out of there.
For Shane O'Mac and everybody else, we will smoke you later.